Well, good evening. Hi, Diane. We'll call attention to it. When Joe was told that he had only a handful of days left to live, he said something to the effect, "Yikes, I better get going." And in the short time that remained, he sent off a blizzard of emails, had dozens of penetrating phone calls, held heartfelt gatherings around his bed, planned this service of celebration, and all in all, took what I've come to think of as a victory lap, one more time around the track with all of us. He lived his life right to the very end, totally engaged and as thoughtful as ever. He urged us forward with his trademark humor, encouraging, praising, always saying again and again, and you can hear this, each of you, thank you, thank you, thank you. He crossed the finish line with tremendous dignity and courage. I fervently wish the same for you and me. Henry Hampton, that brilliant thinker and producer, introduced me to Joe a quarter of a century or more ago. We became fast friends and, in Joe's words, co-conspirators. We had the joy and the enormous challenge of working together with Henry and with some of the most talented and remarkable people in the world to support Blackside's landmark series, Eyes on the Prize, and the utterly stunning body of work that followed it. Out of this experience, Joe and I formed a partnership that worked over the years with quite a hefty catalog of groups and issues. But it turns out that one of the most key events in my life was when, in the early 90s, Joe introduced me to the Melville family, the Melville Charitable Trust, and enlisted me in its audacious mission to find and fight the causes of homelessness. He had already identified and recruited key individuals to be allies in this effort. And this is one of the things about Joe. He had an unerring eye for talent and a deep understanding of what it took to cultivate it and to develop that talent. He preached more than anything else that the key to effective change is patience, patience, and support over the long haul. It's no accident that many of the men and women he reached out to 17 years ago are the ones who are now shaping policies, developing innovations, and transforming systems across America. They are bringing us ever closer to the day when everyone will have a place that they can call home. Joe wanted at least two things to happen today. First, he wanted us to have a short time to sit and listen to one another and to reflect and to sing together. Restraining his natural exuberance, and this was very difficult for him, as you well know, he chose only a few people to speak, anticipating that they would set the stage for the second and very important part of this evening, a very robust and hearty connecting and sharing. He didn't see today as an endpoint, not at all. He saw it as yet another fresh opportunity for each of us to renew or make new friendships, alliances, or to use one of his favorite phrases, create conspiracies to do good. Think, therefore, of the 7 friends of Joe who are going to follow me as setting the stage for this process. And incidentally, if you don't know them all, you soon will. And there are brief descriptions of each in the order of service. I was going to say that at the conclusion of the service, Masha and her family will be in this front pew to say hello, but I think they've done a good deal of saying hello already. But they'll be here, take some time with them, and we'll get to the details of how this evening will unfold shortly. Now here to share his view, his reflections and memories of Joe is Alan Broadbent.